Irving is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Wallace in at the 4 slot. And for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. George is out there with Collier. And it's Bailey in at the 3 spot. Now here's Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Outside, Markkanen. Off the mark and a bad shot there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Right side, Irving. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Bailey with a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range.
I like how confident and aggressive Bailey is. He takes initiative whenever he sees an opportunity.
The 10-footer. Irving kicks to Jones. Oh, here's Edwards. He's got 6. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got 8 points.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Bailey. Now Markkanen. Kessler with it. Outside, Markkanen. 4 on the clock. Here's Collier. Rebound by Wallace. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. The shot's good from Irving.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
.158 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, George. Pass to Bailey. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Wallace. Bailey's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Edwards. It's a hand on it. Outside for Wembanyama. Here's Wallace. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Collier. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Bailey, and finished off by Bailey.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. .116 left in the first quarter. Outside Rose. Ingram kicks to Harden. Takes the 3. Utah with the rebound. Here's Clayton. Here's Sensabaugh. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Well, his touch was there that time. What a silky shot.
Rose surveying the D. And Rose throws it down hard.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Clayton. Off target from outside. Here's Rose driving the lane. They get the rebound. Basket counts.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Lets the three fly, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And an overpowering first quarter effort, already a double-digit advantage. They're up by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get...
That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Pass to Sensabaugh. It's hauled in by Adams. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
They're whistled for a blocking foul, and he'll head to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
No good on the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. So it's Utah now. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Williams with the stop.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. George against Iverson. That one misses. And here's George. He has yet to score. The three. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Edgecombe. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Edgecombe's got 4 points now in the quarter. So it's the Jazz now. It's a 13-point game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
That high release that Markkanen has is such a weapon for him, especially in a catch-and-shoot situation.
Here's Iverson. Beautiful finish from Iverson inside.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Jazz making a switch here. Bailey's checked in. Utah trails by 12. There's the lob to Markkanen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Markkanen showing his athleticism, soaring to hammer home the alley-oop.
Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many finished players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
George passes to Markkanen. Over to the wing. Here's Bailey. His three-pointer's off the mark. Edwards inside. Ingram kicks to Irving. A three ball. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Irving. Ingram's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is what Ingram's coaches encourage him to do because they know these kinds of shots get him into rhythm.
Pass to Markkanen. Shoots a three. Rebound by Wallace. Markkanen's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Edwards.
Oh, big-time jam. Oh, man, that was sensational.
Utah trails by 14. George passes to Markkanen. George with the ball. Jones covering. The Jazz with another miss. There's 57 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Edwards. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah.
Substitution on the court.
.43 seconds left here in the second. Here's Irving. Scored the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Utah with the ball. They trail by 18. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And he comes up with the deuce. Wembanyama's got his first points of the game.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Outside, George. Here's Bailey. The Jazz again can't hit it. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drumline. And thinking about the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. George out there with Collier. And it's Bailey in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. Pass to Bailey. Nice ball movement by Utah. They set the screen. George, no good. Now Jones, scoreless thus far. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is what the offense is designed to produce. Slipping Harden into the corner for a three. That's money.
And a minute played as the second half gets going.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The Jazz with another miss.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here's Collier. Outside, George. Pass to Bailey. Shoots the three. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Herbert Jones. Bailey's gotten just 2 of his 7 attempts from deep to fall here. Here's Irving. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I mean, the airtight handle of Irving, just leaving defenders in his dust.
Irving's got nearly everything to drop for him, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. Pass to George. Here's Collier, covered by Irving. Outside, George, Markkanen, and it's sent back by Wallace. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Harden inside the three-point line. Kessler with the rebound. And it's the Jazz's ball. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And George, here we go. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Inside. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
And the Jazz call time here. So stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
Here's Kessler. Banked in off the glass. Kessler's got his first 2 points.
And Kessler is so smart down there. Focuses on taking high percentage shots within his range.
Irving's shot is good.
And great at creating space against the defense. You can't give him those lanes.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside, Markkanen. And not sure what he was thinking there. Markkanen's gone just 2 for 8 from the field. Right there at 25%. Pass to Edgecombe. Outside Irving. From 13, and the jumper falls for him. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
And when Irving is rolling like this, it's really special to watch. Not much the D can do.
A minute 20 left to play in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Lepowski, he's checked in for Markkanen. Utah with the ball. Here's Bailey. Another miss by Utah.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And you must be up on Kyrie at all times, or this is what he'll do to you.
Outside, George to the paint. Here's Filipowski. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
High-effort play inside, winning that trip to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So, Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. No luck that time either. Edwards drives in. A rebound by the Jazz.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Pass to Markkanen. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Can't hit from 12.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection. Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Derrick Rose. Wallace is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Harden in at the 3.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Both free throws good from Rose. And it's Utah's ball. Pass to Markkanen. Outside Williams. Markkanen sets the pick for Williams. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Clayton. And the Jazz, another 3.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Here's Rose. Hands the shot from the wing. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's a confident stroke from Rose. He has potential to be dangerous as a scorer.
Here's Sensabaugh. Edwards defending. Sensabaugh has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Edwards' shot is good.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Clayton, the pass to Markkanen. And stolen by Wallace. And here's the fast break. Rose leading the way. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my. Edwards going way up for that slam.
Here's Clayton. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Sensabaugh. To the wing right side. Here's Nurkic. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Clayton. Outside, Markkanen. Another miss by Utah. Markkanen's gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts from long range to fall from here.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Well, off-ball readiness is key to a good offense. He was prepared to take the... Hold on! Whoa! Goodness! Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating a game scoring-wise. Ants emerged as an elite player.
Pass to Sensabaugh. to the left side wing. Nurkic, the pass to Clayton. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with a forceful finish.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Nurkic just screen on Rose. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Nurkic. And here is Williams. Clock at 4. Here's Clayton. Offline with his 3. Outside Rose. And they recover it. And here's Edwards from the arc. Clayton grabs the rebound. And Utah has possession. .102 left to play in the final quarter. Left side, Markkanen. Pass to Williams. Back to Markkanen. Here's Clayton. Off target from three-point range. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Edwards, good.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Williams. Markkanen kicks to Williams. Here's Sensabaugh. Good. A nice assist for Williams.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Yeah, Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
And Rose drops them both. 16 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Rose. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Collier. And he can't hit the second. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Guys, what do you think?
And the game pretty much over. Curious timeout here.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
On its way from Irving for 2. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony and Stan Van